You practice so much that you can't get it wrong.
So once again, we're looking for the top 8 in these heats. 6 heats coming your way. And for Coastal right there, Sydney Clemens. We saw her in indoor. Very talented young lady. Only a junior. Kenya Seals will be right next to her from Southern Miss. Also a junior. And Maya Kelly, the senior from Troy. Kelly will be running right there, right side of your screen on the bottom there, wearing the 284.
And keep an eye on lane 4, Janae Cook. She actually has the fastest time in this heat, coming in with the time of 23:79.
Actually, just 0.16 better than her is Kenya Seals for Southern Miss. So let's see if Seals lives up to that billing here, Tommy, because that I missed that too. That is definitely a surprise. And you see Seals right there in lane number 6. Marshall, James Madison, and Southern Miss certainly present in Birmingham, but did not make the greatest impact. Understandably, first year in the conference, but starting to see more of those names impress here in outdoor. And here we go, 200 meters.
Here you go. You want to work this first turn in that 200, and you want to make sure you're in great position so that when you run the turn here, it pushes you forward down the straightaway. And you see here,
Coastal Carolina.
So it's Janae Cook.
I called it.
For Arkansas State, absolutely blazing away.
Cook of Arkansas State, followed by
number 4.
Seals.
Sydney Clemens right next to her, but it's Janae Cook, 23.67. Taking the race, Kenya Seals hopes that 24.18 is enough to qualify.
Yeah, Janae Cook looked great. She ran a great turn. She took command of this race right out the blocks. And her start, I really liked her start. She stayed down in her drive, and she pushed through on that turn, and then she just kind of coasted home.
Any idea with the win there? Is that a big factor there, that -2?
Huge factor. You're running into a negative 2.2 win, so they're basically fighting against a win in their face. So can you imagine if she put that plus 2.2 behind her back? That would be even faster time. So that was a great race.
So Janae Cook will prepare for a championship. Take a look at the next group of competitors. Kanaya Walker, freshman out of Georgia State. Trinity Benson, the junior for Southern Miss. She's got the best time in this group, 23.64. Chelsea Tate is a senior for Georgia State, running right in the middle in that lane 4. Lauren Noel, a junior for Louisiana, 24.61. Neve Frost out of Troy, she's a sophomore. And there's Mariah Atwater, a senior for App State. She'll be running on the outside. Georgia State Panthers always have really, really good runners, but they just don't seem to really collectively put it together this time of year. Will this be the year where the Panthers really start to make their move? Here we go.
Second heat underway. On the outside, running down the lane 7, the Neve Frost of Troy. Making up the early stagger. On the inside, running on the lane 3 is Trinity Benson.
See for App State. On the outside, Mariah Atwater. But lane number 3, Trinity Benson for Southern Miss. With a pretty good kick and about a half step. So it's 3, and it's that outside lane number 7, and we're going to have to see.
It looked like Atwater. She looked really good indoors, and she is clearly clearing that momentum here into the outdoor season. She ran a great turn as well, but it was close. Mariah Atwater, 24.12. That was into a negative 0.1, so barely any win on this second heat. And Trinity Benson for second, 24.16.
So Mariah Atwater, we're starting to see some of those names with experience really shine down the road. Some of the runners from the newer schools have had the best times, but in these first few heats, we're seeing that doesn't always matter.
Right, it doesn't. It just, it's what you do today, right? And let's, that time for Mariah Atwater is a personal best. So 24.12, that is great. She's about to go break that 24-second barrier.
Next group of competitors On the track, 7 of them in our third heat. Kennedy Price for Louisiana. Brianna Taylor out of ULM. Mosia Bridgen, sophomore for Louisiana. Mariah McCord for App State. Texas State's Jordan Perry. James Madison's Asia Powell. And Naj Watson, a freshman from Georgia Southern. Remember, Georgia Southern just has a women's team. They don't field a men's squad in track and field.
And Naj Watson, let's keep an eye out for her in lane 8. She's your athlete of the week, week 1 in the Sun Belt Conference. So she kicked off her outdoor season with a bang. So let's see how she fares here today.
So 2 best times, Janae Cook, Arkansas State, Mariah Atwater for App State. 1 and 2. Southern Miss has 2 in contention here, Trinity Benson and Kenya Seals. Let's see if their times hold up. So for Georgia Southern, Naj Watson, the freshman, can qualify here
on the outside
for a final.
Texas State.
That'd be a great feather in the cap for the Eagles out of Statesboro.
And that's the key when you're running on that outside lane in the 200. You always say, make sure you don't see anybody, and you know you're in the lead. Look at that run. Great run. That is how you run out of lane 9 or lane 8.
Well, I really like the way she exploded, Dama, when she took control and never relinquished it.
Yes, because when you're running in lane 8, you can't see what's going on behind you. You can't feel your competitors. So you got to go out there and basically run your race and make sure you don't see anyone. And she did just that.
So Naj Watson.
Is Texas State. Kara Johnson.
23.7. Legal win.
0.9 faster than Bridget, coming in second place there. Jordan Perry, Asia Powell
of Georgia State.
3rd and 4th. You see the wind change up just a little bit right there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Every heat is different.
Sure.
That's why it's important to you make sure you run your own race and you want to qualify, because obviously the conditions, we can't control them. So you just got to go out there and execute your race.
So 3 of the 6 prelims in the books here in the women's 200 meter. So this is going to be heat number 4 coming up. And 7 runners competing here. Coming up next, we've got the men's 200 meter. We'll have 5 heats in that event. The 5th heat, we're going to get to see Dominic Yancey, one of the best runners in this conference. So exciting, so explosive. Kind of reminds me a little of Usain Bolt whenever I watch him run. Nice and tall, got that great stride, so explosive.
Yes, he's a lot of fun to watch. But as we're coming up in this 4th heat, we have Sadie Giles from Texas State. And she's a senior from Sherman, Texas. And she comes in with the time of 23:51.
Yeah, Kara Johnson right behind her there, her teammate. Blake Webster out of Arkansas State, lane 2. Taylor Smith, App State, lane 3. Malia Hurd for Georgia State in lane 4. Carly Strong, a sophomore for Arkansas State in lane 7. And Amani Flanagan, a senior for Georgia State. You mentioned Sadie Giles, middle of the pack. So exciting, had a great career at Texas State and looking to finish off her outdoor season and her outdoor career with an exclamation.
She attacked that turn there, but then she's going to have some challengers here at the end.
Appalachian State able to claim the lead for the victory.
But was it Appalachian State's Taylor Smith right there? Let's see.
Taylor Smith's time.
It will be Taylor Smith.
Leads the pack. Sadie Giles, Texas State, 24.
So Sadie Giles will come in
Flanagan.
second place there, 24.34. Amani Flanagan and Malia Hurd.
That was a nice run by the senior from App State, Taylor Smith.
Of Georgia Southern is running out of lane 2.
Like I said, it's all about in this 200 getting out on that turn, and she ran a great turn.
Lane 4.
And I gave her the momentum to bring it home in first place.
Lane 5, Kiera Montgomery of Troy. Lane 6 is Jada McDougal of Southern Miss. Lane 7.
So now we're going to get a chance to see one of the elite runners in the conference. Cedricia Wynn, a senior for Texas State. She'll be running here in lane number 3. And this will be her final outdoor track and field championship as well. Montserrat Rodriguez out of Georgia State running in lane 2. Kamari Tellis in lane number 4. Kiera Montgomery runs in lane 5. Jada McDougal in lane 6. Marie Robinson in lane 7. And Kaya Putman for James Madison in lane number 8.
And Cedricia Wynn has been outstanding in Sunbelt. She was the indoor women's track performer of the year this year. She is from Georgia, and yeah, she's a redshirt senior.
10,000 meters, please report. Second call, 10,000 meters.
Keep an eye on Cedricia Wynn. She is the superstar. Redshirt senior out of Conyers, Georgia. Certainly made her mark in Birmingham at indoor. And now running for another championship in the Sun Belt.
Look at her attack this turn.
And after 100 meters, in the straightaway,
23.09, the best time coming in the 200. Looking really good here. Cedricia Wynn running like a champion.
Dominating the 5th heat.
She made that look easy. Too easy. She's like, okay, one job done. See y'all in the next race.
I love the expression at the end. Kamari Tellis in second place. Jada McDougal in third. Rodriguez at Jarque just under 25 seconds. And Kaya Putman in fifth place.
Final heat for the women's 200 meters. Lane 2 is Georgia State Blakemore.
And finally, that wind is evened out. Damu. Perfect conditions. And Cedricia Wynn
from Southern Miss.
Now try and get hydrated here.
Lane 5 is Kayla
And possibly, just possibly, we'll have a chance maybe in front of our cameras here, perhaps.
Maybe. It has to be bittersweet. You know, your senior year, you want to go out with a bang.
Cedricia Wynn. We'll be seeing more of her throughout the weekend. Sixth and final heat on deck. Can have 7 runners in this heat as well. Coastal Carolina, well represented in these women's sprints. Kayla Sweeney will get a chance to make her debut here in these championships. And there is Kayla Sweeney, another really vibrant young athlete, kind of likes to do it her way and runs with attitude, doesn't she?
Yes, I love her energy. I love what she brings to the track. She's from Georgia. That's a track and field state as well. You got always a lot of good athletes come from there. So, yeah, she's only a junior, so we'll see her again here next year.
Blakemore for Georgia State in lane 2. Shania Washington, a freshman from Troy, in lane 3. Trinity Flagler out of Southern Miss in lane 4. We told you about Sweeney. Kyra Deluge on the other side, a junior from Troy. Hunter Robinson for App State's a junior in lane 7. And in lane 8, Victoria Wright for Texas State. One to watch. Here we go.
6 and 5 lane underway. Fast start.
Eyes on lane 5, Sweeney.
Coastal Carolina trying to put the race away.
And she's playing no games.
Can she chew up the track?
Sweeney looking really good.
Carolina.
Those pink shoes right now are popping, Damu.
Yeah, she made that look easy. She is a great talent.
And at the tape, Kayla Sweeney of Coastal Carolina with a 23.69.
So 23.69. 23.69, the winner there. Washington, Blakemore, Robinson, and Flagler round out the top 5. Much more to come. Men's 200 and the distance race is coming up on the other side here from Myrtle Beach.